Welcome back to 8 Steps that will help transform lives and your community. Hi, my name is Joey Yarber, and I'm your co-host for this empowering training series. In part 1 of our introduction, we suggested that community stakeholders across the country are finding it more apparent that it takes a whole community and engagement from all of its sectors to successfully transform people's lives. Caregivers, helping agencies, and institutions are learning that they can be better together by combining their unique strengths and collectively tackling tough community challenges with greater force and success. In part 2, we'll explore 8 progressive steps that are essential for creating a new catalytic infrastructure that supports continuous innovation, broader civic engagement, and allows collective community impact to emerge. Each step increases the possibility of developing lasting solutions that can move the needle on complex community challenges. Are you ready to get started? Let's bring on Mike to give us more information. Mike?
The emerging trends and best practices that we have discovered across the country have yielded an abundant wealth of knowledge and practical insight. In this training series, we will use a progressive stepped approach to paint a big picture look at the power of connect and collective community impact. These 8 steps are designed to encourage and equip those who welcome the challenge of walking the path with others toward comprehensive coordinated care, driven by a better together community culture that supports continuous innovation, broader civic engagement, and transformation. This culture is strengthened by trust and relational synergism, people working together for greater impact realized only through concerted effort. We liken this challenge to a remarkable and often unprecedented journey that offers great hope and promise for finding and empowering unleashed community potential and unlimited possibilities. Much of your journey will lead you and fellow travelers into uncharted territory that is rich with amazing discoveries, aha moments, and extraordinary opportunities. Along the way, you will most likely encounter many surprises, things you never thought possible, but somehow are beginning to get traction and produce measurable results. George McLean, a community development pioneer, once wrote, "There are no limits to what a community can do, if it wants to." He often mentioned this to reporters and researchers who wanted to know how he encouraged and mobilized his local community in Tupelo, Mississippi, to become what is now called the Tupelo model, one of the greatest economic recovery stories in American history. This is often labeled as a miraculous approach to collaborative human and community development. This all took shape back in the 50s and is still going strong today. The Tupelo model was, and still is, a remarkable story of collective community impact, a strategic and proven approach for empowering and transforming lives and communities. As you watch this training series, please keep in mind that each of these 8 steps represent progressive changes or stages of development that ensure that your journey is moving forward with measurable success. Each step includes the following components: key challenges that must be addressed, action steps that ensure success, measurable results that everyone can see. Embedded in these components are recommended strategic plans and activities for innovative stakeholders who are eager to travel together. Stakeholders can be defined as anyone with vested interest in helping others. These include people, organizations, and institutions that offer help in any way, including charities, churches, food banks, healthcare providers, schools, businesses, funders, government, and more. Steps 1, 2, and 3 provide a better understanding of the value and benefits of good communication, which is vital for building trusting relationships among diverse helping agencies. You will learn how a mutually beneficial exchange of vital information and communication will ensure that people in need and those who serve them gain greater access to knowledge and resources from across their community that can transform their lives. You will learn about the tremendous value of distributed, transformative networking, which can be a best practice for a more efficient, effective, and resourceful service delivery system. Distributed networking technology creates a web of connectedness among all helping agencies that reaches across the whole community. Now, communities can have a stronger social safety net and effective referral system that keeps individuals and families from falling through the cracks. Distributed networking technology, along with other capacity building tools, is transforming helping systems across the country. These systems are transforming from a social service to a social change model, a better way to develop large-scale, comprehensive, and lasting solutions for poverty, hunger, and other complex community challenges. I will go more in depth with this later in another session. You will also learn about the future of funding for nonprofits and how this will impact the sustainability and effectiveness of helping agencies for many years. The conversation among funders is changing, creating a new vision for data-driven funding which clearly defines what works and what doesn't. I will explain this more in Step 1, Part 3. Step 4, 5, and 6 are about how to increase cooperation among helping agencies, enabling them to partner together for greater impact. You will learn how to coordinate cross-sector community conversations that set the stage for the collaborative and cross-sector development of relevant and lasting solutions. Steps 7 and 8 are all about the driving forces behind successful, comprehensive, coordinated care. This is where stakeholders learn how to maximize the collective caring power of their community. This happens as a broader number of stakeholders cross the threshold into systemic change and collective community impact. Now, community stakeholders will truly see remarkable results in moving the needle on poverty, hunger, and other complex community challenges. You will learn how to build capacity for a strong catalytic infrastructure that quickly makes things happen, stands the test of time, and supports a better together community culture that maximizes collective caring power. This is where all the pieces of the puzzle come together, revealing the big picture of transformation that impacts people and communities for generations. The results are inspirational success stories that could encourage and motivate other community stakeholders across the country. Along your journey, you will encounter milestones and checkpoints that are vital to your successful travels as a community. Milestones are visible signs that positive changes are happening. Checkpoints are opportunities to evaluate your progress and make adjustments as needed. Both are needed to keep stakeholders inspired, motivated, and engaged. And they provide momentum for taking the next steps in your transformation journey. Of the milestones and checkpoints, at least 6 practical implementations with measurable results will eventually become apparent to everyone in your community. These include the launch and growth of a well-connected and resourceful care network, an action plan for community-wide resource mobilization, a cross-sector care collaborative that is developing, the creation of a strong catalytic infrastructure that supports systemic change, the value and benefits of a better together community culture anchored in place, a community-focused approach to comprehensive coordinated care that is developing. These are clear signs that large-scale transformation is happening to people, organizations, and institutions throughout your entire community. These 8 progressive steps addressed fragmentation, a fundamental problem that plagues most communities across the country. Fortunately, there are new and practical ways to find solutions for isolated, single-focused, or silo-driven approaches for helping others. Fragmentation can oftentimes re-victimize individuals and families seeking help from diverse helping agencies, and it can prohibit them from finding needed resources from across their community that can transform their lives. We have discovered that better communication, increased cooperation, and cross-sector collaboration are essential pillars for building a new catalytic infrastructure that supports continuous innovation, broad civic engagement, and allows collective community impact to emerge. With each step taken, the possibility of developing lasting solutions increases, paving the way for a future that most people want and could be encouraged to make this happen. Each progressive step is embedded with transformative processes that can be measured at 3 levels of engagement, providing evidence-based results. This includes individuals and families who seek a better quality of life and brighter future. This also includes organizations that strive for increased performance and sustainability. And this includes communities that strive to transform isolation and self-interest into more connectiveness and caring for the whole. I like what Richard Harwood of the Harwood Institute has to say about transformation. He has been involved in the revitalization of organizations and communities for over 30 years. This is what he has discovered. Change ripples out in communities through an interaction of highly intentional actions and serendipity. This interaction and its effects can be proactively creative. The change then cascades and spreads through a chain of events over time. While each step has a purpose, these interactions often occur in unexpected ways, in unimaginable combinations of people and partners, and with unforeseen results. The good news is that this chain reaction can be catalyzed and nurtured so that a community can actively marshal its collective resources and strengthen its civic culture. Through these interactions, people can restore a belief that we can get things done together. We have discovered that intentional transformative processes will support a new and better together culture that ignites passion and energy that maximizes the collective caring power of a community. This culture supports a new context where people can connect, learn from each other, and collaborate for the well-being of others. Keep in mind that these 8 steps are a framework or suggestive approach to transformation, which is influenced by the cultures of people and organizations that are present in every community. We are discovering that all communities are unique and strive for systemic change in their own unique ways. Be agile and adaptive in your strategic planning. This will make your pursuit of systemic change more effective. So, you might be thinking, why have you produced this training series? Well, the answer is simple. Our team, along with those we serve, truly care about community, its people, potential, and possibilities. We have great passion for serving those in need, which includes resource providers and recipients as well. All members of our team have years of experience in working with people of faith and goodwill. This has molded us into a mission-driven rather than a profit-driven company. We are committed to doing our part, ensuring that people are better served, helping agencies are better informed, and communities are better engaged. And based upon what we have been learning since 2006, this reality is now possible and proving to be very promising. So, We now believe that we have a responsibility to share what we are learning. The emerging trends, the best practices, and the innovative ways communities are using our community impact solutions. Our remarkable journey began in 2006 with a small team of innovators driven by hopes and dreams. We simply wanted to use our individual gifts and talents and collectively make a difference. Little did we know that a mighty hurricane would change the direction of our company and our lives. This was a time when necessity became the mother of invention. When Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast in August of 2005, hundreds of displaced families found refuge in my hometown of Florence, Alabama, and the surrounding area. The United Way, Red Cross, Salvation Army, and local churches all came to the rescue. Many resources were given out, but an age-old problem soon emerged. The right hand did not know what the left hand was doing. Many questions went unanswered. Who was getting what and how much? Were efforts being unnecessarily duplicated? Were the right resources getting into the right hands at the right time? During the aftermath of Katrina, Northwest Alabama community and faith-based leaders came together to discuss what they had learned. Frustrated by isolated impact and a fragmented approach to care, they realized that they needed a simple and cost-effective solution that would increase communication and cooperation among each other. They all wanted to reduce unnecessary and wasteful duplication of resources and efforts, and they wanted reliable shared data that would help them make better informed decisions as how to allocate limited resources where they are most needed. They all realized that they must learn how to work together as a community to do more than just help people get by. Instead, they wanted to help people get ahead to a better quality of life and a brighter future. In October of 2006, they came to us at Simon Solutions in hopes of finding a simple-to-use, web-based solution that made good sense to all helping agencies in our community. Together, we co-created the Shoals Emergency Assistance Network, nicknamed Sean Tracker. This network served as a safe and secure, central repository for information sharing and interactive communication. This made it fast and easy for helping agencies to quickly find and mobilize resources for people in need. A process which often took days was now reduced to minutes. Today, this care network has 94 multi-sector partners and serves multiple counties in northwest Alabama. During the first quarter of 2007, the good news about Sean Tracker quickly spread across Alabama. Other communities wanted this proven solution as well. Today, the Sean Tracker model is now at work in 60% of all Alabama counties. Collectively, the staff and volunteers of these networks have engaged in almost 2 million acts of kindness and care. So, what was only meant to be a local solution for care networking is now used in over 2,000 U.S. cities in 49 states. This solution is also finding its way into other countries, including the United Kingdom, South America, and more. This slide reflects numbers that were accurate at the time we were in development of this training series, which was January of 2021. Since that time, the numbers are constantly growing, averaging about 250 new cities adopting this innovative solution each year. As you can see, over 13 million lives have been impacted by care networks. We are tracking over 53 million charitable acts of kindness and care, and we are tracking over $1 billion invested into people's lives. The care networks that communities are creating are proving to reduce duplication of effort by as much as 91%. And helping agencies are becoming more resourceful and able to help more people. The following video is a good example of a thriving care network in Huntsville, Alabama.
I'm Tommy Battle. I'm the mayor of the city of Huntsville. And my role here is more to talk about community connections, charity trackers, and the things that they're doing in our community. It's a great day when you have nonprofits who come together and nonprofits who work together. And they work together for the betterment of the community. That's what Charity Tracker, Community Connections allows us to do. It allows us to check on each other, see what they're doing, make sure we don't have a duplication of services, make sure that we get the most efficient use out of our donor dollar. And as we do that, we end up with an organization that kind of shapes the way that we provide services, that we give money, that we help those who are a little bit less fortunate. And as we do that, we can make sure that we can spread that dollar further and further.
We have case managers that work specifically with adults and children clients. And Charity Tracker helps us go into that system to see what organizations are already working with our clients, and so that we're not duplicating those efforts and maybe better linking our clients with services.
At Asbury Church, we use Charity Tracker to keep track of how the community is helping those in need, and if we see something posted on there that we think we can help with, then we will try to respond to that.
We posted our open house event on Charity Tracker, and we're able to share that with all the other nonprofits so that they could refer people to that event. And it's also a great recruitment tool for us, and just letting the other nonprofits know about what we have to offer, and maybe they can refer their clients to us.
I mean, there are literally hundreds of social service nonprofits in our community. The only way that we can effectively serve is by working together. We can avoid duplication of services. We can learn from one another.
We come in to be a part of a group like this, we're going to be changing a little bit of the way we work because we should. Because if that's the way the service is going to be provided, and that's a better way to provide service, so you reach more people.
And you see through Charity Tracker so many people that I may have a resource that I don't need, and without Charity Tracker, it's probably just going to sit at my organization. But by sharing resources, we can just all help one another.
No one resource does everything. So working side by side is a very powerful tool. So it makes perfect sense if you're really wanting to serve your clients and serve the community to the fullest, that you partner with others and work together to find solutions.
For the agencies who've just started working in Charity Tracker, they really are getting used to the system and developing the full capabilities, and the funding for that has been vital to get people to try it out and see what it's about and learn what they can do.
You think about April 27th, when that tornado hit in 2011, we had thousands of people that we were having to provide for. Food is one thing, but you had people that had lost including family members, and so I saw the best in our community. I think that we've got the full gamut here where we can truly make a difference in people's lives, and I just want to thank everyone for their participation. Alone you can do nothing, but together this group will be able to touch so many lives.
Our journey since 2006 has led us into exciting collaboration with community stakeholders across the country. Many stakeholders suggest that our technology, coupled with other capacity building tools, provides them with a Monday morning solution for maximizing the collective caring power of a community. Our community impact solutions are embedded with transformative processes that advance a more network, collaborative, and comprehensive approach for transforming people's lives. Let us start with the word networking, which can be defined as a mutually beneficial exchange of knowledge, information, and resources. Think how important this is for many different helping organizations with limited resources who are trying to make a difference in their communities. Networking helps agencies become more resourceful by being able to make better informed decisions as how to help people in need. Also, networking provides people and the agencies that serve them with greater access to knowledge and resources from across the community. And mobilizing resources a process which can take hours or days is now reduced to minutes using networking technology. We will talk more about this in Step 3. At Simon Solutions, collaboration has been part and parcel of all aspects of our software development. Since 2006, we have carefully listened to the needs of the boots on the ground in the fight against poverty and hunger. We always make sure to develop simple-to-use tools that can be effectively used by anyone who provides help in any way, regardless of their computer skills. We are very thankful for the learning conversations that we have had with organizations from the public, private, and social sectors of communities. We will talk more about collaboration in Steps 7 and 8. We are excited that helping agencies are learning how to work together to advance a more comprehensive approach to improving people's lives. Our tools can enable helping agencies to collectively keep track of assistance and referrals. Our tools can also enable agencies to work together to monitor outcomes and community impact. And we have integrated our tools with nationally recognized solutions for assessing a person's progress in breaking the poverty cycle in their lives. Each week, my colleague Joey Yarber has many conversations with community stakeholders across the country. They get excited when Joey affirms that our solutions are designed to track transformation, not just tragedy. Our networking technology enables partnering agencies to become more holistic in restoring hope to troubled lives. Working together, agencies can do more than provide people in need with a handout. They can now provide them with a hand up to a better quality of life and brighter future. No more do agencies have to turn people away empty-handed. Helping agencies can quickly turn to their computers and honestly say, "I may not have exactly what you're looking for, but give me a second, and I will point you in the direction of someone who has the resources you need." With an effective helping and referral system at work in a community, helping agencies can work closely with individuals and families, collectively helping them to map out a successful journey from crisis to sustainability to abundant living. Now that you have caught a glimpse of what you will learn in this training series, we invite you to come join us on an exciting journey that communities across the country are now taking. A journey where helping agencies and innovative caregivers are exploring possibilities that are paved with great hope and promise. Our own explorations since 2006 have yielded a remarkable wealth of innovative thinking and acting. What we are learning, we want to share with you, and perhaps make your journey an exciting adventure filled with surprise and wonder. Please understand that we are researchers and learners, and do not suggest being experts in collective community impact. This field of research and practice will always be in a constant state of discovery, development, and deployment. Our passion is to explore emerging trends, discover innovative best practices, and simply find out what really works. What we learn, we want to share with you. Our listening and learning have also led us to an inescapable reality that will impact our lives and communities, perhaps forever. Whether we like it or not, the reality is strong winds of change are constantly blowing across our societal landscape. I understand that not everyone wants to talk about change. For some, change simply knocks them off their feet, so they prefer to work on the familiar that doesn't rock the boat. This is not true for visionary community stakeholders who welcome positive changes, which translate into progress and growth. We discovered that most visionary leaders challenge status quo and are constantly looking for new ways of thinking and acting that make innovation more inviting and effective. These are those who want to harness the winds of change by lifting their sails and ride the waves to new and exciting adventures. Perhaps this is where I and my colleagues are at right now in our lives. We are less interested in being a part of conversations that painstakingly talk about what's wrong and how do we fix it. We are more interested in being part of conversations that explore what's possible and who cares enough to act.
Our two-part introduction provided you with an overview of 8 steps that will help transform lives and your community. Be encouraged that as you and others make this journey, a legacy of remarkable potential possibilities will unfold. Please don't be tempted to rush transformative processes, which are strategically designed to create and anchor new community values that will hold true for many years. Okay, now it's time. Gather up all your gear, strap on your backpack, and take the first step in this exciting journey paved with amazing discoveries and adventures. Keep in mind that each step forward progressively takes you to milestones and checkpoints that are very important for monitoring and evaluating your success. Step 1 reveals an abundant wealth of valuable and useful information. With so much to be shared, we decided to divide it into 4 parts so that you'll be properly prepared and well equipped for your journey. Keep in mind, as you journey with us, you'll venture into the known and unknown. Your community landscape may seem familiar to most travelers. However, there are many new paths yet to be traveled. These new paths represent new and exciting ways to discover innovative solutions that help communities effectively address constantly changing and complex challenges. We've discovered that blazing new trails is more successful when explorers are well equipped and welcome the challenge. We're always here to help at Simon Solutions. For more information about this training series, you can call us at 256-764-0633 or send an email to joey@simonsolutions.com or mike@simonsolutions.com. We're honored that you are watching this training series.